attack has decimated the British capital.
5 of the world's leaders are now dead.
Stay with me. We'll get you out of here.
The American president
Now.
is unaccounted for.
To our friends in the West,
Bakawe.
Number 6 on the 10 list.
What do you want?
your president.
Hello, and welcome to the Quaker Cinema's Home Cookin' Movie Review Show. Today we're going to review London Has Fallen. We have some of our normal guests, and we have a special guest today. First, we're going to go to Mike Ernest, then Jerry Latonich, then our special guest, Rick Pipes. And Mike, we're going to go to you first. What did you think of London Has Fallen?
Well, London Has Fallen is a movie that I would recommend to those who like a lot of violence, like a lot of car chases, a lot of gunplay, kind of thin on the storyline, but for those who like their action, there's plenty of it in this movie. Little different variation from Olympus Has Fallen in that the president has to go to London for a state funeral, and it all turns out to be just a ruse to get the world leaders there, and it's then up to Gerard Butler, the ultimate Secret Service agent, who takes on what seems like ISIS all by himself and wins. It's a little bit of a stretch, as you can imagine, with that idea in mind, but we've seen it before where one guy takes on an army and wins. It's a lot like that. If you're a fan of Taken, you would probably like this.
Thanks, Mike. Jerry?
I agree with Mike, at least on the issue of there is a lot of action. Now, most like superhero movies, most action movies, you have to kind of suspend belief in reality. This movie, you really have to suspend belief. 100 guys are shooting at him with AK-47s, and he wins against them all. What really bothered me about the movie is that the hero almost relishes in the way he kills people. There's some hand-to-hand combat where, in my opinion, it is just really creepy. Did not care for the movie.
Thanks, Jerry. Rick?
I like the movie. I agree with what everybody's saying. I think if you want very illogical, non-realistic storyline, but love action, love things done in the name of America, and we should have a moment of silence for all the missing world leaders at this point in time after the movie. But it was entertaining. It was very entertaining in the theme of America's great, and one man can take on a lot of people if driven enough. So.
Thanks. I thought it was your typical action movie. They try to squeeze in some humor there. I thought Gerard Butler and Aaron Eckhart plays the president worked out pretty well together. There was some excessive killing in some scenes where I'm pretty sure it would not actually happen the way it did. Like he walked into a line of fire and somehow doesn't get shot. But it wasn't that bad. I'll give it 3 Qs. Mike?
I'm gonna say 2 Qs. There's a lot of holes in that story.
Jerry?
I'm going to give it 1 Q.
Didn't see that one coming. Rick?
I'm going to do 3 Qs.
All right. Obviously that movie wasn't a classic, but you're here to talk about some classic movies.
Yes, I am. Mike and I are part of the New Philadelphia Rotary Club. Recently, the New Philadelphia Rotary has established another nonprofit called the New Philadelphia Rotary Heritage Fund. The whole purpose of this actually started with Mike and the Quaker. We were working with the city, and people were coming to us to offer assistance in beautifying the downtown, and with a movement to also help the downtown merchants and beautify their storefronts. In doing so, we saw Mike putting so much time and money into the appearance of the Quaker Theater that we said, you know what, let's help people that are helping themselves. And at that time, Mike was working on the marquee, and there was debate as to whether it was going to be brought back to the original fashion. And through the help of this organization, Mike did so. So that's the premise. We want to help downtown businesses both in matching grants as well as perhaps a revolving low interest loan fund to help themselves fix up and beautify the facade of their buildings. On March 21st, it's a Monday night, here at the Quaker at 6 o'clock p.m. we will be hosting a classic film festival. It's going to be called the Heritage Fund and Quaker Theater present Spring Classic Film Festival. The first night we'll have a 1 hour cocktail hour as well as hors d'oeuvres, and there'll be select people here, about 150 at $20 a ticket, and afterwards we'll be showing Casablanca. The next night would be the Tuesday 22nd at 7 o'clock. We will be showing both Charlotte's Web and E.T. For $5 tickets. Can hold well over 300 people, and of course that would be more family oriented. The idea is to get a lot of support for this, to make this an annual event, and of course not only raise money but bring interest and attention to the new Heritage Fund that is being put together by New Philadelphia Rotary. Right now you can get tickets by calling our office Pipes Insurance Service at 330-339-6413. You'll be reading in the paper soon about other venues. You can pick them up as well before the film festival starts. So we hope to see you there.
You can pick them up at the Quaker when we're over.
Yes, we'll be picking them up here too. Correct.
Sounds great. And that's a wrap for our Quaker Cinema Home Cooking Review show. Thank you for watching.